On behalf of IIT Alumni Center, Bengaluru, it's my pleasure on behalf of my management committee to welcome you wholeheartedly to this new facility. I'll be very brief. This is the first alumni association which has a building in the world, not India, in the world, which has our own building. We have representation from all the IITs. All the 23 IITs have contributed to this building, to the making of this building. I won't go into the details of that, but they're all, and all the partners to IIT Alumni Center, we don't call them members. It is your IIT Alumni Center, Bengaluru. So it is the alumni as well as the IITs who own this building, and all the activities that will take place will be under the name of IIT Alumni Center, Bengaluru, and of course the individual IITs, whatever function you have. Like today we had the get-together of IIT Jodhpur alumni. Few days back we had, I think, IIT Kharagpur and Guwahati also, and I can see that this will keep on going as we go along. I thank all the directors and the deans who have taken their time. I know you are all very busy. There are pulls and pushes from the government for G20, but I'm glad that, like the IIT Delhi director, since he's in Delhi, he cannot move, so he cannot come. But some of the others who are from other locations have come. I really thank you for taking the time off to be here for the what we call launch function of the IIT Alumni Center, Bengaluru, IITACB for short, building that we have. We have tried our best. We got the, I'll be very brief. We had a competition amongst the architects, and we picked the best architect that we thought. Professor Pradipta Banerjee, who is there in the audience, I'm not sure where he's sitting. He was part of the jury, and we selected the design which we liked the best. One could have made a matchbox building like the UN building, which is straight, but we wanted a little character to the building. So it's a unique design and unique structure, which also was a challenge when we were building it, because unique structures take that much extra effort to build. But we are there. We have several spaces available for various functions, get-togethers, and the like. My appeal to all the IITs is to think of workshops, get-togethers, whatever you like to do, it's yours. Just use it. It's not going to go anywhere. You don't have to go for an alumni get-together to a 5-star hotel and pay 5-star prices. You just take it here, do it here. We'll get you a caterer. My team is fantastic. That is, like you, as I was giving an example, that in an orchestra, the band master just has the baton, but all of them, starting from Ashok Kamath, who's standing there, the secretary, Dhananjay, I don't know where you are. Dhananjay, he managed all the funds. Then Kumar Nadig, he's here, or Ravi. Ravi did all the interiors. Kumar Nadig was involved. Shanmugam, he was here every week there from IIT Madras. He was here every week with the building committee, right from Kumar Nadig to the finishing up, and several others. I'm not naming all of them. Sushila, our torch bearer for the webinars. If you have been attending webinars, our webinars, those who have attended, including my son who lives in Brooklyn, he attends. If he misses it, he makes it a point to see it on YouTube. And the topics and the selection of speakers and the delivery and finally the summing up has been so outstanding. We have had, correct me if I'm wrong, Sushila, 72 webinars, which is, and 72, if not all are high quality, at least 60, 65 are absolutely top quality. So please visit YouTube channel of IIT Alumni Center, pick the subject you like and see those webinars, they're outstanding. So with this, I think I'm happy to, before we hand it over to others, Happy to take any questions because it's the first time we are meeting together. Today there was an announcement of the declaration signed by Joe Biden, the President of America, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Lots of things there, especially about technology, about 6G, about how IITs should interact with American universities and companies. Some MOU signed with the IIT Council. Again, let me mention to you, IIT Council, we are the only one recognized by the IIT Council. Every time there's a council meeting, we get a letter saying, what is your progress, what have you done, and all that, and we have to answer. So we are answerable to them. So jointly together, you should take advantage of that. Just to show off a little, we have 8 institutional members from the industry and the government sector already, and counting. It's the first one which was very good. The first one was Godrej Industries, followed by Forbes Marshall, and then GMR and Jubilant and Titan and on and on. And there are several on the anvil. Because the first one takes the hesitation, and then after 10, I think 20 will go like that. We have, I think, 3 or 4 educational institutes which are institutional members. So with the industrial members, the idea is that we will connect the IITs to them for projects, high-end, low-end, everything, which are mutual benefit to both. I'll just give an example. I know Naushad Forbes of Forbes Marshall in Pune very well. We try to talk to him. So he said, no, we are interacting with IIT Bombay and NTU. I said, Naushad, with 23 IITs in India, why do you have to go to NTU? He said, we don't know anybody else except Bombay. We connected them to IIT Bhubaneswar. In Naushad's words, I didn't even know that IIT existed in Bhubaneswar. So that they sent a team, about 7, 8, 10 people came from Bhubaneswar, a team came from Forbes Marshall. They all interacted, whole day session, and I think 4 projects have emerged from there, which is outstanding. GMR in Delhi had a flooding problem. Those who live in Delhi would probably know that one of the 3rd runway was flooded, and they went to one IIT or the other. And then the CEO of GMR is a student from IIT Delhi, chemical engineering student, whom I knew. So he called and he said, no, you are saying all this, can you get something done? I went to this IIT, that IIT, I won't name them. I said, look, I know Sitaram, Professor Sitaram, who is the director of IIT Guwahati. He is the best water resource person that I know. There are others, I'm sure. So he called him up. Within a week, the team from Guwahati was on the runway, looking at the problem, giving solutions, projects emerged, problems solved. And there are several examples of that nature. These are the 2 that I meant to mention, that what happens is that some of the IITs are connected to some industries are connected to only 1 or 2 IITs. We can connect them to 23 IITs. You just give me a problem, and then we'll connect you to the right IIT. With the educational institutions, they are hungry for some interaction so that their education level goes up, and we expect to make that interaction happen. University of Massachusetts, where I went, my alma mater, the Chancellor was visiting India. He visited twice. And in one of them, Nirmala Kamath was the host for that, if you remember. And some conversation started. He said, we'd like to become a member. And they were the first institutional member we had from UMass. We have to leverage that and have more institutional members from US, Germany, France, and all that. And we need your help to help us connect. I have some connections. Unfortunately, my connections are all retired, but you have more present connections, so take it forward. So this is the kind of thing. I would, before we go further, let's take some questions, and then I'll request Ashok Kamath to give a 2 minutes on the platform that we are making with the information from all the IITs. I can also explain it, but he can explain it better, so why should I not use them? Yes, please, Parmeshwar. Yeah, sure. But whatever it is, please be brief. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. I am Parameshwar Iyer, 74 BTech IIT Kharagpur. Then I taught at IIT Kharagpur from 80 to 86, IIC Bangalore from 86 to 2018. That I won't want to talk about myself. I want to say that we forgot one thing. I think we should stand up and give a standing ovation to Professor Ashok Mishra, who's been the visionary, the missionary behind this. When I met him 10 years back, this was the dream he had. And it's a great moment to see this dream realized for all the IITs. And it's the only center of its kind where so many campuses together are present in one place. If we put our heads together, our hands together, and our feet together, I think there's no problem that cannot be solved in this world. Thank you, Professor Mishra, for your vision and your missionary leadership.
Thank you. I must give you a little history. We started by thinking in terms of an IIT Alumni Club. And very soon when I came into the picture, and I said, no, we should change it to a center and have some focus. How IITians can give back to the IITs, not money, but through connections. And that's what we are aiming for. Dhananjay he used to say, we had some different visions. Professor Mishra came and changed it all. But there we are. So over to Ashok for a few this thing, and then we'll take some questions. So about the platform, or we can take some questions while. Yeah, just a description of that platform.
Quickly, Delhi is having its G20. In Bangalore, we are having G23. So we are one up on Delhi on this one. Huh?
Yeah, that's what
That's what I said, 23. 23. I'll just quickly explain the flow of the events today. This building has got, this is what...
You can explain the platform.
I'll come to that. This floor is what we call the second floor. And one floor below this, on the first floor, are offices for the 23 IITs. So we would request the directors, if they are here, we've cut the ribbons for their own little office. We've made provisions for all of that. So that is the first agenda for the day. The second after that is we have a floor upstairs. So by the way, this is also an exercise place because we'll make you go up and down a bit. After we get the offices going on the floor upstairs, we have a 180-seater incubator that is ready for occupation. I think very proud to say that IIT Jodhpur has taken the first 10 seats. And I'm hoping that all the other... And I'm hoping all the other IITs will now, take the rest of it before it's too late, right? So these are all available. After that, we can have tea, coffee, and networking on this floor here. And in the evening, there is a fireside chat with N.R. Narayan Murthy, the co-founder of Infosys, and Professor Mishra will be hosting that fireside chat. That will be followed by cocktails and dinner downstairs, in our lobby and the lawn area behind this building. So that's the flow of events. We will also take you in short groups for a guided tour of the building so that you can see. You can take part in the tour as much as your exercise regimen allows you. So if you're tired, because we have only one lift operational at this point, so we can just go up and down and see all of that. And Professor Mishra wanted me to explain to you about the platform. We've built a platform where, and this will be available for demo today and tomorrow outside, where we have captured data on over 6,500 faculty members from the IITs with their areas of expertise. So this is on one side, and on the other side, we are now populating it with industries and their focus areas. So think of it as a shadi.com. So if an industry guy comes and says, I need help on thermal engineering, we should be able to quickly say, go to so-and-so and IIT X or so-and-so and IIT Y. So that's the whole idea of getting this platform together. As Professor Mishra mentioned, we report to the IIT Council regularly, And this was one of the mandates we had from the Ministry of Education, that a platform like this be built and made available. So that's all part of our exercise. We're going to have events here. I think by the end of this month, IITACB and NASI will co-host a workshop, a 2-day workshop on artificial intelligence in this building. So that efforts have already begun, so we expect to see many more to come. So let's now begin by going on guided tours of the building. I have my colleagues here from the managing committee who will take 5, 6, 7, in their group and take you around and show you the place. All right?
Any questions?
Any questions? Happy to answer.
So in addition to, when you go the tour, almost everything is ready except for the auditorium, but we didn't want to delay because funds were not there. Didn't want to delay the opening of this center, and I feel within the next 6 months, even that will be done. Also, to mention, as Ashok Kamath mentions, that in the Jigni area, in the Jigni industrial area, Bhamasandra Jigni, there are how many? 3,000 plus industries, $18 billion, huh? 20 billion, okay, so I understand. So 20 billion worth of investments are there. So within this area itself, there is a catchment area where we can interact, not to talk of the Birlas and the Reliances and Tatas and so on. So we'll do all of that. And of course, Bharat Forge, also I'm trying to get them to interact. But the 7, 8 which are already members, it's a no-brainer. We'll be sending all that details out. Any questions, doubts, whatever you would like to raise? Because we won't get a chance to meet just the IIT directors and faculty again, because then it'll be Narayan Murthy and other this thing. So please be frank and candid, whatever you want to. Shantanu, you want to say something? नहीं तो उधर ही माइक दे दो ना. If you don't ask, I will request.
I think it's a great initiative, Professor Mishra. And in fact, I have been associated with this initiative right from the time I took over as the director of IIT Jodhpur. And we found that this kind of an opportunity for an IIT which is located at a remote place is really a boon. And that's why we took very active role into it.
Right.
In fact, today morning also we had a gathering with our alumni and local industry. I think this builds up, help us to build a connect. I think it's a great initiative, and it should actually prosper and help IITs to grow in a big way.
Thanks so much. Subhashish?
I think I concur. I think it's a great thing that has happened. We have been anxiously waiting for this day to happen. And I know Professor Mishra was my boss and he's still my boss. Okay. And I think the kind of, I think the diligence, the vision, the stickiness that one needs in terms of getting such kind of thing, getting 23 IITs together. As a matter of fact, none of the 23 directors we ever, agree on anything. Most of the time we diverge. But this is one, I think we always said yes. And I think the fact that we have this incubator, I think is an excellent idea. I think I was talking with Pradeep Prasad, saying that how to leverage it, because we have our own incubators. I think IIT Jodhpur has something they can definitely use, but it is like an extension for us, okay? And since most of the older IITs, the entrepreneurial ecosystem is very strong, so being here would definitely add a lot of values. So we'll be in touch and we'll see how to leverage it to the best of our things, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll request Satyanarayan to IIT Tirupati. So we had the first and second generation IITs represented. Now they are the third generation.
Third generation.
What do you see in it for you?
Yeah, thank you, Professor Ashok Mishra, for making this happen. One of the things that I keep telling, at least selling our IIT, saying in terms of location, we are very close to the Bangalore ecosystem and the Chennai ecosystem and how do we plug into it. And this is the kind of platform that will help us, come create events here, interact with the people here. Similarly, we took membership in the alumni club at at the research park, IIT Madras Research Park also to use those facilities. And I think we need to replicate this in other places also, so that we have a strong ecosystem and we can leverage each other's facilities. So looking forward to the tour and seeing what all is available for us to leverage. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I would, we'll come there. Dinar Bhatkar is there from Goa, one of our outstationed members. Would you like to say something? Dinar? Okay, give it here. Let it after him. After this, sorry.
No, I just want to share that, this whole baby was conceived on the 5th of September in Goa. That is when it was called the Alumni Club. And Professor Mishra ensured that it is not just a baby, it's a baby of the third world. And today, I think agreeing totally with what Professor Chaudhary said, that to have all the IITs in sync, along with their directors, and being assured that the ministry is still going to bless them, I think it's a great thing. Thanks, Ashok. Thank you so much.
I'd like to mention that Mr. Manohar Parrikar, the then Chief Minister of Goa, was a member. Unfortunately, we lost him, and he also gave a lot of encouragement. Please give the mic there. I'd like to mention, because Goa came up, we are an institutional member. I think we are still continuing, right? Of the International Center Goa, ICG. It's called. Dinar is also on the still a trustee. So those who want to go to Goa and stay at the International Center Goa, we have a place. You have to pay, of course, but we can get that, make that happen. Yes, please, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. Hello. 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 Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Krishna Kumar, 1975 BTech from Chennai, Madras IIT. I must confess, this is a fantastic event that is happening as we speak. I've been watching Ashok Mishra. Last 15 years, he's been talking about it. It's like a marathon getting completed. Congratulations, Professor Mishra. And I think apart from your charismatic presence here, you're going to take this to really, really great heights. All the best to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And Pradeep, after that, Kumar, give it to Kumar, after you. After you.
No, Kumar.
Okay, so can you give it to Kumar Nadik, because he was a...
Kumar Nadik.
He's just behind you. He led the construction of this building, so two sentences about...
Thank you all. I don't have any words to say from everybody, what everybody has expressed. When I came into this, it was a club, and I joined it as a club, and it became a center. Just to say that we wanted to have an iconic building. We started from conducting an architectural competition to this point. So I'm glad to talk to anybody to take through the tour. And I was assisted by my colleagues, a good team. So we have reached this point. That's it.
Involvement and take small, well, not small by my standards, but small by their standards, amounts for as many large number of donors as possible. So we have what we would call a 1 crore club, those who have given 1 crore and more. We have, instead of calling them donors, we have called them patrons, because they are the ones who actually, their funds came at the right time to take it forward. And I'd like to name them. Mr. Rahul Bajaj, he was the chairman of IIT Bombay. He was the first 1 crore donor. Then we had Narayan Murthy, Nandan Nilekani, Chris Gopala Krishnan, And the latest one is Shekhar Vasan, right? Shekhar Vasan of IIT Bombay. So, sorry? Oh, sorry, IIT Madras. So what we are seeing is that Narayan Murthy, Kanpur, Bombay, Nanda Nilekani, Bombay Chairman, Chris Madras. So we have support from all the alumni from all this. So that is our happiness that we carry with alumni from all the IITs. Their names are already put up down below, and we are hoping that more donors will come because we need a corpus also to run it. Very simply saying, the people say, how will you sustain this? And Dhananjay is there. So I'll mention it if you like to say that, but we will have the seminar halls and the auditorium and other places also given on rent to this 3,000 plus industries and make some funds from it. And of course, incubator, we are renting out to the IITs. So these would be, please, you want to say a few things about the funding?
Yep. We have a large amount of real estate here in terms of auditorium, in terms of incubator, and in terms of seminar halls. And so what we plan to do is it's going to be a rental. The rate cards are available with managing committee. It's a three-tiered structure, where the IITs get the highest discount, then life members get the discount, and we are also planning to give it to the industry here. See, one of the purposes, we also want to serve the industry in Karnataka. So, and this is the hub, which is about $10 billion manufacturing. So we'll be doing a lot of work with the MSME here also. So primarily, it will be number one, rental, number two, doing workshops, and then doing short-term courses. As a matter of fact, IIT Kanpur, Srinivas is very excited about this. We'll be doing a lot of courses. So this will be hub of activity. We expect about maybe 1 lakh footfalls every year starting from 2024. Thank you.
Yeah. So just to mention that suddenly a lot of alumni are thinking that, oh, this is alumni center, so I can go rent. You have to be a member. Because if you just rent, if you're not a member, you are for the center, an outsider, you have to pay those rates. So I encourage people to become members. Its membership is only 1 lakh plus GST, so 1,18,000. If you are above 50, above 60, or if you are a former professor or current professor in any IIT or any institution, as long as you are an alumnus, so you can either be an alumnus and teaching at, let's say, Ramaya, or you could be an alumnus of IIT Bangalore or University of Massachusetts, but teaching at IIT Madras, you are eligible. All those who are working for DRDO labs are eligible for that 50% discount. All those who are in the armed forces are eligible for that 50% discount. So a lot of people were waiting to turn 60 so that they can save half the money. But some of them have turned 60 and they're, yeah. Sushila, would you like to say 2 sentences about the webinars? You have been the solid torchbearer through 72 webinars. We all came and went, but you've been there right from the beginning.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful journey. What we set for ourselves was we need to inform the world about all that is happening in India and in the IIT system. So we've had a number of interactions. We've had webinars by our professors in the IITs talking about the kind of work that is happening there. The reason we put it on our channel is because it's available to everyone, everywhere. The other big purpose that this serves is there are students and faculty from second tier, third tier engineering colleges who would never ever have access to the kind of speakers that we bring. And for them, it's a very big leg up. And so we think we are really serving a wonderful purpose. And we strongly invite everybody to participate. Please get more people to attend as well, because sometimes we have it's webinars are now, kind of not, there's too much happening in the world. So it would be very nice to have more participation. But also, please let us know if there is something specific that you would like to speak about, and we are very happy to take that on and host it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Abba here is my current co-host, and we've really enjoyed doing this.
Thanks so much. Also, we have tried to get all the directors to come and speak, but of course now there are new directors, so we'll try to have you come and give a webinar on the topic of your choice. But we had some learnings also. So one webinar was from Rajiv Shekhar of IIT ISM Dhanbad on mining. And you would imagine IT will be full and mining will be low attendance. The highest attendance we had was in his webinar on mining. So these are learnings that we also had. So lots of things are there. I think I'm done from my side. If any, yeah.
It was great interacting with all of you in the last 3-4 days through mails and phone calls and WhatsApp messages. Only one request to all the 23 IITs, most of the directors are here and the reps are here. Please ensure you have a focal point, a single point of contact for your IT platform, which Ashok Kamath talked about. Please ensure your data is current because like shadi.com, you have to have your data current, right? Yeah. So please, so I'll be dealing directly with your focals. And we have already captured a lot of data. We need to keep it current. Thank you.
I think one person I missed was Professor Fani from Kanpur, one of our early supporters. And he has come. He was the dean at that time.
Yeah. Oh, I have no words to say because this is something like a dream. At least when he proposed this to IIT Kanpur, we were really grateful that we could be part of this, and we said we were so excited about having a space in Bangalore and saw a lot of potential of using this alumni center. And the second best part is that getting all IITs together on a platform which is physical in design and nature, rather than we have pan IITs, we do have them, but this is something which is more tangible, and we were really, really excited at that point of time. And of course, the cake is that Professor Mishra is also our alumnus, so essentially that makes it a double whammy for us. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
So we will now go to the first floor for you all to take charge of your spaces. Our vision is that you may or may not use the space all the time, but sometimes some other IIT comes with a larger number, they can share the space. Because no point wasting real estate space. So let's go over to the first floor.
One other thing is that we also have a director's office. So in future, when you guys as directors come to Bangalore, you need an office. We have a nice office that you can just use.